This is Kilo, and this is episode 3 of Kilo's Corner. I wanted to post this on Friday, but I just had a really busy week. So I wanted to post it today, that way I can start, this coming up week fresh and clear. And I wanted to, let you guys know some updates and get to some viewer questions I didn't get a chance to answer in video responses. So update number 1. The giveaway. A lot of you guys have been asking about this. So the next giveaway will be at 500 subscribers, which I think as of this video, we're at 496 subscribers. So thank you again to everybody subscribing to the channel and those who have shared the channel, thank you guys. So as soon as we hit 500, I will be putting out a video explaining how to enter the giveaway. And I will show you guys the prize. The prize is really cool, and I think you guys are all going to like it. The prize is partially funded by those who donate to the channel and purchase our key sets from our Etsy store. So that money goes right back into the channel, and it's a way to help me, bring you guys more content. It lets me have a little bit of leeway, to come over from work to, focus more heavily on the channel to help you guys. And I wanted to say thank you there. So update number 2 kind of piggybacks off of that one. Those of you who are, looking to purchase key sets off of our Etsy page, if you guys had items in your carts, you will have to go back and re-add them. Due to Etsy's policies, I had to rename and basically redo the description on every item for their policies, because they are kind of iffy on how to sell, different locksport items and locksmithing items. So I had to rephrase it all in hobby form for it to kind of, please their policy standards. So all of the sets are the same. I just had to redo the description and the names. So the key sets I still have, I just had to rename them. So you guys can feel free to go back, add them to your cart, and they are all the same. I just had to, basically I want to let you guys know they're hobby sets now. So just to let you guys know there, in the description it lets you know all the keys that you're going to get. I just had to basically rephrase it for them. So that's the update that I have so far on the Etsy store and the giveaway. So with all of that said, I know it's a short intro to this week's episode, which is pretty cool. I get to keep the video pretty short for you guys. So to jump right into the viewer questions, the first question is a question that I get a lot from you guys. And I've been meaning to do videos on this. I just haven't had a lot of time to do picking videos, as I get a lot of questions on locksmith, jobs and tasks and different aspects of locksmithing. I haven't got a chance to really put out too many picking videos. So the first question is, what makes the Master Lotto so hard to pick? This I get from a lot of new pickers. For those of you who don't know what the Lotto is, Lotto stands for Lockout Tagout. There are multiple brands that make Lockout Tagout, Lotto locks. And Masters is truly amazing, because when you look at this, it's a terrible design. Like, this is the most awful design for a lock I've ever seen. It's plastic. So if somebody really wanted to, they could just break this thing and it's not secure at all. But when you look at the key here, this is the most impressive key I've ever seen from Master. And this is the most impressive core I've ever seen from Master. The keyway is not like a normal Master lock. Let me show you guys on a Master number 3. You guys see the difference here? They actually made an attempt to prevent you from picking this lock, with common items. So that's actually pretty cool. But why would you not put, that core into something like this? Like, why? I have no idea. Because when you look at the key for this lock, it's this. So this is a very common bidding for master lock. So why they would forfeit this core into this instead of that, I have no idea. I have honestly no idea. This is the only time I've ever seen this key and this core used on a master lock, and it's just truly amazing. This lock does not even weigh very much. It weighs probably a little more than this, and I mean, obviously this is a lock and this is a little lighter. So yeah, it's truly astounding why they would use the coolest core I think they have on the worst lock that they make. So first of all, the keyway is obviously going to be a definite enemy of you when you're trying to pick this, as if you use bottom of the keyway, the way that this is made, it's going to kind of fall. So if you're used to holding the bottom of the keyway straight out, it's going to be kind of down here, and you're going to probably want to use top of the keyway. I would recommend. It's just such a tiny keyway. But aside from that, if you were to take this apart and break it into pieces, every pin in here is a spool pin, and the fifth chamber usually has a serrated pin. So again, why would they put such an amazing core in this lock? I have no idea, but that's the biggest reason why these are so tough. Serrated pins and spools are all that's in this lock. So I don't know what Master is thinking. Like, put this core in every lock you sell, and it's just amazing. Like, I have no idea why they would do that. So, but that's my answer to that. Probably the highest secure core and the lowest security body you'll ever see from any lock manufacturer in your life. So to answer that question, and I will go through more videos on the Loto locks in the future, but that's my answer to this question here. So for the last question, and this was a question that I kept getting, and I would respond, and you guys were responding, like I'd give you a link to where you could find these, and you guys would respond saying it was the wrong lock, and I started to see what the problem was. So the question is, where can you buy an American 1100 padlock? So at first I didn't know, like I was just giving you guys a link to where you could find one. I saw what the problem was, is right here I have an American 1100 series padlock. When I say series, that's what the 1100 means. It's part of the 1100 series. So if we actually look at this lock, it's an American 1106. So the 6 basically corresponds to the shackle size. So if you guys, when I send you guys the links, that last digit, you don't really have to pay too much attention to it. It's still part of the 1100 series. So if you guys are looking to pick one of these up, like I said, this one's the 1106. You guys could pick this one up. It's a really challenging lock for new pickers, even more advanced pickers. These are pretty tough little locks in the beginning stages, especially when you're stepping up into the next level. This is a pretty tough little lock to pick up and really to attack. It's even just turning the key is kind of tough. So when you guys pick these, it's a really tough pick. And if you guys are using top of the keyway, you want to be very careful, because when you do pick it over, you can send your tension tool flying. So, but the 1106 is a perfect, pickup for you guys that are wanting to learn how to pick, an 1100 series. So that's really what all that means. So just again, this is the American 1106. There are other models. You don't have to pay too much attention to that last digit. You do have to, when you're picking them up, there are some different types of Americans, different types of cores. The 1100 series is a really cool little set of padlocks to pick up and practice, though. So those are the questions that I have and the answers to give you guys for this week. Again, thank you guys for supporting the channel by donating and supporting the Etsy store. Again, the sets on there are still the same. They're just new names. So thank you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you guys have a nice day.